Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the shotgun, the inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the... Seven after picking up one. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Caught near the sticks, it's Fields. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And 45 on its way. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Under fire. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep it on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Gonna run it. It's Haynes.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He might want another play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. It's a draw. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Got the quick pass. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And they fake it. He wants to throw. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So here comes the Michigan offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
To the air, it's Underwood. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Michigan. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. He's got it in the end zone for the two, and they take an 8-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to pass, it's Carr. Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go.
Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with it.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And points have been hard to come by. This one they'll try to put together a drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Using the quick game. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third.
Turning it on. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for their quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. It's a fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good... As we wrap up the third, let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I told the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. To the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will put total effort to crank us up. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return. That one for a touchback. challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Haynes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Klubnik. He's got the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Simpson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Wide open downfield. It's a running touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Underwood. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Hand off from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Here's a hit. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid up.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in a great position to make another play. He just couldn't secure the catch.
Moving away from pressure. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Back up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. On the run, it's Randall. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Racing down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking downfield on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Gonna run it. It's Randall. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to roll things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Bought a little time, lets it go. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Michigan! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. There he goes. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards through the 35?
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just one possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Randall. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. This is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents, whatever